bushel, or actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, team representatives, or other spectators will not be tolerated. Any of these actions are grounds for removal from the site of competition and the stadium. We thank you in advance for your
Good evening once again. Welcome to Richmond Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. We're at McBride Stadium on what is a rather cool Wednesday night for NCC play as the Red Devils will take on Arsenal Tech, a game that was scheduled to be played last night, and originally we would be on the road at Tech for tonight's contest, but because of the rain out last night, they'll try to get this one in today, and we're expecting perhaps a couple of showers here yet. We're watching the radar as we go, and we're about already 43 minutes behind the original schedule time for tonight's matchup. Josiah Sizemore will go tonight for the Red Devils, and going tonight for the Indianapolis Tech Texters, it will be, or the Titans, it'll be Dominic Boggs will be going this evening again for the Titans. Red Devils at 12-3 on the year. They are 5-1 in the NCC. And when we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups coming up in a couple of moments. Do want to mention, you'll see to the right of your screen, there's still an area of concern from the playing field standpoint, a very large, wet area that doesn't appear that's really been worked on too much as we head into this one here tonight. We'll see how that will play into tonight's contest. So when we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups coming up next. This is Richmond Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know my family does. That's why we take our vehicles to Beach Automotive in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service, stop by Beach Automotive at 110 East Main. Give them a call at 966-8181 or go to their website at beach-auto.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Here's how things will line up tonight. First off, for the Titans of Indianapolis Tech, it'll be Liam Donegan leading things off. He'll be at second base. Gabriel Martinez batting second and catching. Dante Granger's hitting third. He'll be the shortstop. Dominic Boggs will be pitching tonight. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Darian Brown hitting fifth in center field. Doug Flanagan batting sixth at first base. Dakota Payne batting seventh at third base. Ismael Rosa Reyes will be the number 8 hitter tonight for the Titans. He'll be DHing, and then Andres Broner will be hitting in the number 9 spot. He'll be in right field. So it'll be Donegan, Martinez, Granger, Boggs, Brown, Flanagan, Payne, Rosa Reyes, and Broner tonight again for the Titans. Red Devils will go like this tonight. It'll be Isaac Snyder leading things off. He'll be at third base. Thomas Stanley batting second in center field. Austin Turner hitting third. He'll play shortstop. Parker Holland, the cleanup hitter in left field. Chandler Whalen hitting fifth at second base. John Cheatwood hitting sixth and DHing. Jordan Christian hitting seventh in right field. Kyler Helms will hit eighth. He will be at first base, and James Hall hitting ninth, and he'll be catching. So again tonight for the Red Devils, it'll be Snyder, Stanley, Turner, Holland, Wayland, Cheatwood, Christian Helms, and Hall. When we come back, we'll get this one underway here from a cloudy, cool McBride Stadium. This is Richmond Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WetZalato.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. WetZalato.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
Well, we're back once again here at McBride Stadium as we get set for this conference matchup here tonight. The Red Devils are scheduled to be back here tomorrow in a non-conference game against Lincoln. We'll see how that turns out throughout the day tomorrow, expecting more rain around the area tomorrow as well. So we will have to wait and see. And right now, not only is it very chilly here tonight, we've got a windy night as well. The wind has been gusting throughout the afternoon, and again, you look on the right side of your screen right behind second base. I'm not really sure how the second baseman is going to play that area because of the wet conditions there, but one thing about tonight is we don't have a whole lot of room to make these games up. The schedule getting shorter and shorter as we go into the later stages of this season. Josiah Sizemore only making his third appearance of the season. No record, the right-hander for the Red Devils, an ERA of 1.75. And the Red Devils, again, looking to go to 6-1 in the NCC with a possible win here tonight. And again, with a couple of changes in the lineup, we'll talk about that defensively here in just a few moments. So we're about ready to get this one underway. And again, the Red Devils have been playing much better lately since the last time we were here at McBride Stadium, in which they really didn't play very well. And talking to Coach Turner, he is hoping that maybe they've kind of turned the corner a little bit heading to this one tonight. In this one game here. Now, that makeup game against Tech at Indianapolis will be made up in May, so we're not too far away from that, but they'll make that game up then. I think if they said it'll be around May the 4th. I know the Richmond softball team is playing tonight. Their game got underway. They were a little bit late this evening, but they're in action as well. And certainly with the rain we had yesterday, the schedules for most of the teams have been pretty jumbled over the last day or so. So we're ready to get this one underway as the final throw for Sizemore. And he and Hall will be the battery mates for this one here tonight. And Liam Dunnigan will lead things off. Dunnigan, the second baseman. Dunnigan, just a sophomore. And this is a very, very young baseball team. They've got a lot of freshmen on their team, and Indianapolis Tech really not known very much for their baseball, generally basketball, football type school. In baseball, they have struggled this year, still looking for their first win of the season. So Dunnigan steps in, and the right-hander Sizemore set to go. We'll set the defense for you coming up in just a moment as well. Official start time, 5:51. So we're about a half hour behind the original start as that pitch low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Red Devils coming to this one here tonight, not just with the 12 wins on the season. And we'll talk about this as we go, but a very respectable ERA, a team ERA of 2.62. Sizemore gets the sign from Hall. Here's the leg kick and the pitch, and it's low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Hall behind the plate. Helms is at first. Whalen at second. Turner's at short. Snyder at third with Holland, Stanley, and Jordan Christian in the outfield. And we'll call the action down the lines as we always do here at McBride Stadium. That one is foul tipped. 2 balls and a strike now to Dunnigan. Here at McBride Stadium, 323 down the left field line. It's 375 in the left center alley, 402 in dead center. It'll take quite a poke to get it out of this ballpark. 350 in right center. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 3. And down the right field line, not as far of a distance to hit one out if you're a left-handed hitter, or you try to go to the opposite field, but still 311 down the right field line. 3 balls and a strike now to the leadoff hitter Dunnigan, the late kick and the pitch. And ground ball to the right side. The first baseman Helms tries to grab it. Coming over will be Sizemore, and Whalen able to make the play at first base. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Gabriel Martinez. By the way, good play that time as Whalen had to play that ball in front of the wetting area. And again, you can see where he's standing off on the right side as Helms tried to make that play as well. But it was a nice play by Sizemore as he got over to cover the bag, and now the pitch is in there for a strike. Key tonight for Sizemore, as it will be for any pitcher, to make sure you get ahead in the strikes early and try to set the tone as early as you can. As now Sizemore with the pitch and a late swing. No balls and 2 strikes. Tech made the trip over here last night. They tried to get the game in, but just never materialized, and that pitch is inside 1-2. And they eventually ended up calling that game last night, so they had to make the trip again here today, and again originally set for 5 o'clock, but because of the conditions on the field, they had to delay it a few minutes. Now it'll be chopped foul. We'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we mentioned for Sizemore, he has not thrown a whole lot so far this year. Again, only his 3rd appearance on the season, and he's just a freshman. So they're giving him a chance to throw here in varsity action in the NCC. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch on the way, and that one sails over the head of Martinez. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away as we play here in the top of the 1st inning. The wind has been blowing from center field in. And there's a pitch also over the head of Martinez. We'll go 3-2. Ended up losing his bat as well, and a little unusual play that time for Martinez. He'll step back in, and Sizemore ready to throw. Outfield straight away with Holland, Stanley, and Christian. The pitch is in the dirt, and that'll be ball 4. So the Titans have a man on here in the top of inning number 1, and that will bring up Dante Granger, the shortstop.
Dante Granger.
Granger hitting in the number 3 hole. And Tech with a man on early as he takes a long look down at his third base coach, but at this stage it's more of get up there and hit the baseball. So Martinez will lead at first, and the throw there not in time. I was watching the second baseman, Whalen. Of course, generally the second baseman wants to play a little bit deeper than what he is, but with the way that that area is wet right now, he's going to play very, very close. That pitch low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind will be a little bit of a different factor around home plate. It generally swirls in many directions around home plate, but again, keep an eye on the wind direction in center field as the pitch is on the way and caught the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Granger. I want to remind you again that the sectional tournament this year will be held here at McBride Stadium. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Ground ball gets by the pitcher and the second baseman into center field. As Sizemore has that one just go underneath his legs. Whalen unable to get to it. So now Tech has runners at first and second. There's your first base hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Dominique Boggs.
Number 33, DJ Boggs.
So Boggs will step to the plate now with runners at first and second. Lights on here at McBride, and again a very dark and damp, chilly evening for high school baseball. The stretch and the pitch, and it's low and inside for a ball, 1-0. So Sizemore will now have to work himself out of trouble here in the top of inning number 1 as the freshman works into the stretch. And the pitch on the way, inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, now to Boggs. Runners will get their leads at first and second as Sizemore works into the stretch, and that pitch in there for a strike. He is missed most often inside, but he was able to come back and catch the outside corner. 2-1 now to Boggs. Chance for the Titans to get on the board early. Sizemore into the stretch, ground ball toward the third baseman Snyder. They'll get one at second, the relay on to first, and Helms unable to dig that one out. But they'll get the force of Granger down at second base, score that one 5-4 for out number 2. And Boggs will reach on the fielder's choice as Martinez will stop at third, and that'll bring up Darian Brown. So 2 away here for Brown as Brown steps up. Chance now to drive and a run with the go-ahead run. Now 90 feet away at third base. And we'll see if Sizemore can get out of it here. The stretch and the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. James Hall, just a sophomore, getting the start today as they will give John Cheatwood the night off. He will DH tonight, but a chance again to not put on the gear this evening. And that pitch low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, the rain we thought we might get tonight apparently is dissipated. We're expecting some rain showers coming up from the south and west, but that has not transpired so far here this evening. And if it did, we'd be in trouble on that right side of the infield. The stretch again by Sizemore. The pitch on the way, chopped foul. So 2 balls and a strike. Martinez at third, Boggs down at first base. He has not attempted yet to run on the catcher Hall. He is being held on by Helms. Here's the pitch, and that one bouncing in front of Hall. He's able to knock that one down. And now 3 balls and a strike. So now let's see if Sizemore can come back right here, down 3-1, 2 away, and he comes right down the middle for a strike, and we're going to go full count. Runner at first should get a good jump. Base hit would score the game's first run here at McBride. The stretch again by Sizemore, and the pitch on the way, and it is low and inside for ball 4. And that'll be the second walk of the inning.
17, Doug Flanagan.
And here is Doug Flanagan. So now the freshman right-hander will have to work himself out of a huge jam here in the top of inning number 1. Flanagan now the 6th batter to come to the plate, and that pitch bouncing again in front of Hall, and he's able to knock it down. No advancement by the base runners. 1 ball and no strike. Now Sizemore will work from the windup. Runners will get their leads, and the pitch in there for a strike. And the count is even now at 1-1. Every once in a while you hear that wind begin to pick up here at McBride. Here's your 1-1 pitch, and that one almost gets him. 2 balls and a strike now to Flanagan. And now long half inning right here for Sizemore. He's already thrown a lot of pitches in the first 6 hitters he has faced. Runners will get their leads. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Is a good cut by Flanagan as he was just underneath it. And the count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Sizemore gets the sign from Hall, the pitch on the way, and he missed up high, so now another full count. This will be the 3rd full count that we have seen so far out of Sizemore, and now the base runners with the bases loaded and 2 outs, they will get an excellent jump right here. Flanagan back in, Sizemore with the pitch, and he missed low for ball 4, and Tech will get on the board first. That'll be the 3rd walk of the inning, and that will bring, I believe, Coach Turner at least. It appears he's on his way to the mound, and he will be. So Tech leading this one 1-0, and again, 2 outs and a slow walk by Coach Turner.
Number 9, Dakota Payne.
Dakota Payne set to come up next. Well, for Coach Turner right now, a matter of just settling down your freshman. He's in a situation at this stage where he hasn't been very often. That is pitching a varsity contest in his freshman season. And I'm sure it's just about throwing strikes, let your defense work behind you, but you got to get ahead in the count first. So 1-0 Tech on top, and now they'll break up the meeting, and Coach Turner slowly making his way back to the dugout, and that'll be Dakota Payne. We're watching Tech warm up a little bit, and it doesn't appear that they are going to be a very good defensive team. So I would imagine the way the Red Devils hit the baseball, I don't think runs will be a concern here tonight. As Sizemore set to throw, and what does he do? He comes right inside and hits the batter 2-0. So not a good start tonight for Sizemore.
Next to bat, number 19, Gabe Mendez.
Mendez will hit in the number 8 hole. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low and outside for a ball. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases remain loaded here in the first inning. 2 runs across, and that pitch is low, 2 balls and a strike. Sizemore gets the sign from Hall. Here's the pitch on the way, and a late swing by Mendez, and he'll foul that one off. And that'll even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is now the 8th hitter in the inning. And you hear that wind again around home plate as Sizemore looking the runner back at third. The Red Devils really not concerned about the base runners right now. Sizemore with the break-even pitch on the way, low and outside, and another full count here for the right-hander Sizemore. And the Red Devils may be thinking about getting their bullpen going here pretty quick. Runners will get good leads again. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch, and got him swinging. On a pitch way outside, and for Sizemore, a tough first inning. He gives up 2 runs. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 1, and Tech on top of Richmond, 2-0. This is Richmond Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
We're back once again at McBride Stadium as the Red Devils come to the plate for the first time tonight, trailing 2-0. They'll be facing Damian Wilburn. I'm going to take that back. They're going to be facing Dominic Boggs. Boggs, the right-hander, getting his final warm-up tosses in. He'll be facing Snyder, Stanley, and Turner to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. Red Devils as a team hitting .315 on the season. Not a whole lot of power, just one home run. That was early by Jordan Christian. The Red Devils have scored 95 runs in their 15 ball games. And Isaac Snyder will lead things off, hitting .396, no home runs. He has driven in 9.
Starting off here, Richmond Red Devils, number 2, Isaac Snyder.
Top of that order, you look at Snyder at .396, Thomas Stanley at .387, Austin Turner at .353, and then Parker Holland at .356. So they're the 4 top hitters in the Red Devil lineup here tonight. So Snyder steps in and Boggs ready to throw. We'll set the defense for the Titans in just a moment. The pitch on the way is inside for a ball. Boggs will look in again to his catcher as he is set to throw in a very awkward motion as he now falls behind at 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield will play it straight away for Isaac Snyder. Long look now for Boggs. He tries to throw a curveball into missed high, and it's quickly 3-0. Would imagine Snyder right here will be taking all the way. As Boggs' next pitch missing low, 3-1, or I should say 4-0, as he'll head on down to first base. Snyder on now for the Red Devils, and that'll bring up now Thomas Stanley. Stanley, .387, no home runs. He has driven in 4. We have already seen now with the 3 walks given up by Sizemore, 4 walks here in just the first inning. Third baseman Payne will be a couple of steps in front of the bag. Otherwise, it looks like they're going to play off the line in the outfield with Wilburn, Brown, and Broner. Ground ball, foul, left side. So Thomas Stanley down on the count at 0-1. I tell you what, the left fielder way off the line. The center fielder shaded toward right field, and then, of course, in right field, Broner, he is guarding the line. So if Thomas Stanley can take it the other way, he can certainly at least get 2 out of it. The stretch by Boggs and the pitch, and that'll be chopped foul. No balls and 2 strikes now to Stanley. Get that ball to left field and get that thing to spin toward the 323 mark. You're going to run a long way. So again, Boggs will look in to get the sign as he'll work into the stretch. And the pitch on the way, hit well into center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So Thomas Stanley will get the Red Devils' first hit.
Austin Turner.
And now Richmond with runners at first and second, and that'll bring up Austin Turner. Turner at 353 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 10. Those 10 runs driven in. Right now, third on the team. Parker Holland with 13. Jordan Christian with 11. John Cheatwood also with 10 runs driven in. Well, Boggs was looking down at second, though his concern right now should be at Austin Turner with that 353 batting average. Now the throw to second gets through, and that'll be an error as the center fielder, Brown, having trouble with it. So Snyder advancing on to third. I'm sure that was a ball that could have been or should have been caught by the shortstop who was coming over, that being Granger. So there is an error on the play, and we'll give that to Granger. Well, really, Boggs should have held on to the baseball. Now runners at first and third. And Turner still waiting for the first pitch. The stretch and the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that stays up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Flanagan down at first. Dunnigan is at second. Granger short, and Payne is at third with Wilburn, Brown, and Broner in the outfield for the Titans. Runner at first will take off. Hit and run is on, and that's hit foul. Good jump by Thomas Stanley down at first. Red Devils are led by Dre Davis with 10 stolen bases. The Red Devils have 59 stolen bases on the season. That was not a straight steal situation. They were looking to hit and run. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Turner. Snyder at third, Stanley at first. The stretch by Boggs, and the runner will take off and no throw. Easy stolen base that time for Thomas Stanley. And now 2 balls and a strike to Turner. Chance to drive in a couple of runs right here and even this ball game up at 2 apiece. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. The stretch by Boggs and the pitch, and that one hits his bat. He tried to duck out of the way, and you could hear it hit the bat. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Turner. Well, they try to tell you to get your bat somewhere out away from the baseball, but when you're ducking away as quickly as Turner was doing, awful hard to do in a ball that was riding that far inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boggs set to throw in the pitch on the way, and he misses high and inside. And now we'll go to 3-2. Red Devils threatening here in the bottom of inning number 1. They're trying to get those 2 runs back that were given up in the top of the first inning. The stretch by Boggs and the pitch on the way jams him, and he hit it foul. So we will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Snyder with the lead down at third. Thomas Stanley at second. And for whatever reason, it's taking Boggs a long time to get his sign from his catcher. Turner steps out, now back in. We're ready to go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Sometimes Boggs looks about as uncomfortable on the mound as you can get as he comes home with a pitch, and this one is poked foul to the right and out of play. We will stay at 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Turner. We can tell the inexperience of some of the players on this Tech team as Boggs throws the breaking pitch and he missed up high. That'll be ball 4. And so now the Red Devils have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning, and here's Parker Holland.
Up next, number 5, Parker Holland.
Parker, 356 on the year. He has no home runs, but he has driven in a team-leading 13. And Boggs will continue to work from the stretch. Red Devils trail at 2-0 here in the bottom half of inning number 1, but now threatening with no outs. Boggs now working into the stretch. And the pitch on the way, and a late swing that time by Holland. And I think he got a piece of it as he fouls that one into the catcher's mitt. So he's down in the count of no balls and a strike. Snyder's at third, Stanley at second, Turner's at first. Dunnigan, the second baseman, he's playing a little bit more up the middle. He's trying to avoid that wet area to the right side. Boggs again with the pitch on the way. That one's hit foul. And Holland quickly behind it, no balls and 2 strikes. That's your first 0-2 count. And we'll take that back. Thomas Stanley had an 0-2 count before he singled into center field. But we're 0-2 now, and Holland, the number 4 hitter. You know, for whatever reason, Boggs checking the runner at first. As now he comes into the stretch, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball, Boggs off the mound. He has a play at home. They'll get the out there. And the bases stay loaded now as Holland will be on with a fielder's choice. And 1 away, and that'll bring up now Chandler Whalen. Whalen hitting .280 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4. Well, you're hoping your number 4 hitter can get the ball out of the infield, a chance to drive in runs, and Holland unable to do his job. So let's see if Whalen can do it here with 1 out. So now Stanley's at third, Turner's at second, Holland at first. Boggs into the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's high and inside for a ball. This has already been a very long first inning. A first inning that has lasted almost 30 minutes. The stretch again by Boggs, and the pitch way outside, 2-0. Ball gets away from Boggs. Runner will take off from third, and the Red Devils get a run back. And that'll be an error. The second error of the ball game. The runners will stay at first and second, but Thomas Stanley with a heads-up play crossing the plate. And the count 2 balls and no strikes to Whalen. Let's see if the 2 base runners may take off right here. Boggs once again into the stretch. And the pitch is outside, and the throw down to third gets away from the third baseman, but Austin Turner will stay there. He gets the easy stolen base. 3 balls and no strikes now to Whalen. And I won't be surprised if we see Parker Holland take off down at first and go ahead and run on your catcher. You can tell already after that throw does not have a very strong arm. It takes Boggs a good 30 seconds between pitches. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and that one's in there for a strike. So Whalen should get something pretty good to hit once again right here. 3 balls and a strike. Turner's at third, Holland at first. Outfield back to straightaway. Boggs once again, the runner at first will take off. The pitch is high and inside. That'll be ball 4. Bases loaded again. The third walk given up by Boggs. And that'll bring up Cheatwood.
Up to bat, number 9, John Cheatwood.
Red Devils have only had 1 base hit so far. That was the single by Thomas Stanley. And you'd think they'd light this guy up eventually. Cheatwood at 275, no home runs. He has driven in 10. Boggs will continue to work from the stretch. 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Boggs set to throw on the pitch on the way, and he tried to guide that curveball in there. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Boggs again into the stretch. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle, and that will get through. Turner will score. Holland will score. Heading to third is Whalen, and now waiting to see where the ball goes is Cheatwood, and he'll be safe at second. The ball gets loose, and no advancement at third. So 2 runs cross the plate, and the Red Devils now lead this one 3-2.
Up to bat, number 3, Jordan Christian.
And that'll bring up now Jordan Christian. Cheatwood will get credit for the base hit and then the advancement to second on the throw. Jordan at 282 on the year, a home run. He has driven in 11. And Boggs again works into the stretch. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So Richmond coming back with 3 runs of their own here in the bottom of inning number 1. Boggs again will check the base runners. Here's the pitch on the way, high and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Whalen is at third. Cheatwood down at second. Red Devils trying to add to those 3 runs they've already scored here in the bottom of inning number 1. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and that's high and inside. 3 walks in the inning, and we have seen now one of those come back to score. Snyder was forced out at the plate on that little tapper by Parker Holland. Holland eventually coming around to score. 2 balls and a strike here to Jordan. The stretch by Boggs and the pitch, and it's inside for ball 3. So now Jordan will look for something around the plate right here. Up in the count, 3 balls and a strike. The pitch on the way and almost got him, as that will get away from the catcher and another run will score. So Whalen crosses the plate. Cheatwood down to third, and that is now the 4th walk given up in the inning. And that'll bring up Kyler Helms. Still just 1 away here in the first inning. Helms at 233, no home runs. He has driven in 4. Red Devils now lead this one 4-2. Boggs again will work into the stretch. I think the Red Devils could run at will if they want to. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Four walks, 2 base hits for the Red Devils here in the first inning. See if Helms will be swinging away right here. Jordan Christian, see if he takes off. He does not. The pitch high and inside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Combined 6 runs right now between these two teams, and we're almost 40 minutes. Inning number 1, and that one over the head of Helms. This is going to be a long night. 2-1 to Helms. Cheatwood at third, Jordan Christian at first. Jordan has not made a move towards second as of yet. The pitch on the way, high and inside, ball 3. And we're on the verge of yet another walk here in the first inning. I was watching Broner in right field. He's pretend pitching out there. He has absolutely no inclination of caring what's going on here, as that pitch is swung on and missed, and Kyler now sees the count go to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Boggs. Again, runners at first and third. The stretch. And the pitch on the way, and that one over his head gets away from the catcher, and the Red Devils don't even attempt to score.
Up bat number 17, James Hall.
So here's James Hall. And now we may have a change already, as looks like we're going to see the first baseman, Flanagan. So Flanagan is going to be the new pitcher, I do believe. We'll see if we can sort this out. A pitching change is on the way. Red Devils on top of this one, 4-2.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Reynolds Plumbing, the area's leader in residential and commercial plumbing. Fast, friendly, 24-hour emergency service. You name it, they can fix it. Whether it's installation, remodeling, sump pumps, well pumps, water heaters, or sewer camera service, they now have service on heating and air conditioning. Give them a call at 966-0994 for free estimates. Reynolds Plumbing, 198 South 2nd Street in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Well, the one move we do know, at least at this stage, Flanagan has moved on to pitch. He will be the new right-hander on the mound. We haven't seen where Boggs is planning on going. It looks like he may move on to third. And again, Flanagan getting his final warm-up tosses, and he will get as many as he needs to get ready for this one. The Red Devils going to their 9th hitter now here in this first inning of play. And Flanagan doesn't appear to have any better stuff than what we saw Boggs. So we wait for Flanagan to get done, and let's see now. Looks like we've got Dunnigan still at second, and Boggs is going to go ahead and move on to first. So we're talking about a straight change right here between Flanagan and Boggs. So Payne will stay down at third. Granger will stay at shortstop. James Hall, 250 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4. And again, for the Red Devils, we're talking about 5 walks in that first inning. Bases loaded. And Flanagan with a pitch, and he does hit the strike zone on that one. Flanagan will work from the windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one comes inside and hits him, and that will put another run across the plate. So the Red Devils will bat around in the order, 5 runs across. Snyder walked and was thrown out at the plate his first time up. And this will be his first look right now at Flanagan. Here's the pitch, and the breaking ball in there for a called strike. Christian down at third, Helms at second, Halls at first. The pitch by Flanagan is hit hard to right field, and coming over and making the catch will be Broner. Runner at third will tag, and Jordan will score, and there's 2 away. Runners will stay at first and second before the Red Devils. They've now scored their 6th run of the ball game. Here's Thomas Stanley. He got things started with a base hit here in the first inning. So Thomas will try to get his second base hit of the night as Flanagan, again, will look at the runner at first and now checks the base runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's high and inside for a ball. Red Devils have done this on the backs of just 2 base hits. We have seen walks and a hit batsman the majority of the time so far here for Indianapolis Tech. Here's the pitch, grounded toward the shortstop. Tried to backhand it. Granger will be charged with an error. And then they throw the ball away. And Helms will cross the plate. So there's another error. And then Hall will stay down at third. So Thomas Stanley on base. He stays at first base. So now 7 runs across in the inning, and that'll bring up Austin Turner. By the way, Dre Davis is pinch running for Hall down at third, so Davis will be the runner there. So Flanagan with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, set to throw, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Davis at third, Thomas Stanley at first. Thomas with a stolen base here in this first inning, and the pitch is inside, ball one. So the count is even at 1-1. The pitch on the way, and that's inside, 2 balls and a strike. Flanagan, the second pitcher used. Boggs got the start, did not last the first inning, as that will be fouled away. Back foul tip held on by the catcher, so we'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, the Red Devils will have to adjust. Again, you're talking about a very slow right-hander. Boggs and Flanagan both very slow. Flanagan again into the stretch. Here's the pitch, and boy, that one over the head and nearly sailing all the way to the backstop. We'll go to 3-2 now on Turner. This is the 12th batter to bat here in the first inning. Flanagan trying to get that final out. The pitch. And that one's inside for ball 4. That'll be another walk. And Parker Holland back up once again. He had the bases loaded his first time up. Parker tapping it right back to Boggs. They got the force out of Isaac Snyder. So again, bases loaded for the second time here for Parker Holland. Let's see if he can deliver. And the pitch called a strike. So far, just Snyder and Hall not scoring as that one is hit foul. No balls and 2 strikes now to Holland. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one hits him on the arm, or did it hit the bat? I'm not sure. Well, apparently, I'm not sure if he said he went around, but he said Holland struck out, so that will do it for the Red Devils here in the first inning, but Richmond picking up 7 runs as we will head to inning number 2. The Red Devils on top of this one, 7-2.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU, focused on you.
Jiffy Lube of Richmond features the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change. As much as you paid for your vehicle, keep it on the road as long as possible. The Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change is more than an oil change. It's preventative maintenance to keep your car running smoothly. Jiffy Lube, 2993 East Main in Richmond. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
Well, it took us almost an hour to get that first inning out of the way. In fact, we were 10 minutes short of 1 hour for one inning. So that'll be Broner lead things off. We'll go 9-1-2 and back out once again to Sizemore for Richmond. And his first pitch is in there for a strike, and he had a lot of rest in that first inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. And that one got him looking on the outside corner, and that's the first strikeout for Sizemore. Or I take that back, his second, but first one looking. And a quick out here in the second inning, and that'll bring up Dunnigan, the leadoff hitter.
Up next, number 13, William Donovan.
So Dunnigan is 0 for 1. A little bit of light rain now falling here at McBride as the pitch is lined to right field. That falls in for a base hit. So Dunnigan, second base hit tonight for the Titans. And they'll have a man on, and that again hit number 2.
Up next, number 16, Alan Condrey.
Alan Condrey will step to the plate now, the catcher. Condrey walked and scored in the first inning. That one hit right back to Sizemore. A low throw, they'll get one there. The relay to first in time and a double play, and that'll do it. A 1-6-3 double play, and the Red Devils get out of this inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2, and the Red Devils on top of this one, 7-2.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
If you would like your athlete to take their game to the next level, look no further. New Vision Sports and their staff has over 20 years of experience in coaching and developing the serious-minded athlete. New Vision specializes in improving your basketball skills, overall speed, and agility. Find them on Facebook or Twitter, or give them a call at 765-977-5831. Again, call 765-977-5831, or go to their website at newvisionsports.com.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Well, the Red Devils back to work as we will go with Waylon Cheatwood and Christian all due up. And Flanagan back in for another inning of work. Waylon walked and scored in that first inning. Boy, I tell you what, they're giving Flanagan a ton of warm-up pitches right here. Red Devils again with the 7 runs in that opening inning of play, and now again we're starting to see a little more rain. If it rains much harder, we'll have to shut our portion down, with our camera being out on the roof. So here is Waylon. And the pitch by Flanagan is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Check and see if there's any more rain showers coming here real quick. Pitch in there for a strike, one ball and 1 strike. Doesn't appear to be anything too awful serious. This one is popped up toward the shortstop. This will be a tough play for Granger to throw to first. They got him. So nice play by Granger. There is one away.
Up next, number 9.
Here is John Cheatwood. Cheatwood singled his first time up. That was against Boggs, and this one popped up foul and out of play. No balls and a strike. He was one of the 7 runs scored in that first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch, grounded down the third base side and foul, so the count goes to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's outside 2-2. Here's the break-even pitch, and it's outside. We'll go 3-2. One away here in the bottom of the second inning. Red Devils on top of this one, 7-2. The rain's starting to come down a little bit more, and that may decide our fate here pretty soon. But this one lifted hard into left field and right at Wilburn, who makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So with the 2 outs, that'll bring up Jordan Christian.
Up next, number 3, Jordan Christian.
Jordan walked and scored one of the 7 runs in the first. Here's the pitch on the way as Jordan will take that in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. It's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, 2 quick outs here for the Red Devils in this second inning. And now Flanagan set to throw. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball that stays up high, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one in the dirt will go to 2-2. Now the pitch on the way, and that's in the dirt. We'll take that back, so we went 3-1, so that'll be a walk, and Jordan on with the 2-out walk. That'll bring up Kyler Helms.
Up next, number 14, Kyler Helms.
That'll be 7 walks now by Tech pitching. Helms walked and scored in the first inning. And the runner takes off. The throw down to second, not in time, and Jordan with an easy stolen base.
Bring him in, Kyler.
So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Hit foul coming right back our way as that one will go rooftop. No balls and a strike now to Helms. The stretch again by Flanagan, and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Rain coming down a little bit harder, and it may shut us down for the night as well. The pitch hit well into center field. That's going to at least score. Helms, if they let him score, and they will, or Jordan Krishnan, excuse me. Helms will drive in the run, and the Red Devils now lead this one 8-2. And that'll bring up James Hall.
Up next, number 17, James Hall.
Hall was hit by a pitch his first time up. As now Flanagan set to throw, and the pitch is low and inside for a ball. Here's the stretch and the 1-0 delivery, and it's outside for ball 2. James stranded at third his first time up. The pitch, that's a called strike. Red Devils now 8 runs over the first 2 innings of play, as now James Hall trying to get on base for the second time. A run across. Here's the pitch on the way, and this one's going to be hit toward right field. That falls in for a base hit. Helms rounding second. He's on his way to third. The ball gets loose, and the Red Devils don't run. They could have scored easily right there, but it will send Hall down to second base, and that'll be a throwing error.
Up next, number 2, Isaac Snyder.
So here is Snyder, and we'll see a pinch runner down at second base for the Red Devils. That will be Dre Davis once again. Is that Davis? Yes, it is. So Davis will run for Hall. And here's Snyder. Ground ball right side. That'll score Helms. Davis rounding third. Here's the throw toward the plate. Not in time. 2 more runs across. Now Red Devils lead at 10-2. Snyder with his first base hit. And that'll bring up Thomas Stanley. So Flanagan once again got the first 2 outs as that one off the end of the bat foul. But has struggled since the walk, the base hit, the James Hall base hit as well, and then Snyder getting on base. And the Red Devils have had their way now with Flanagan. The pitch. Right back to the pitcher Flanagan. He'll throw to first, and that will do it for the Red Devils here in the second inning, but 3 more runs. And as we head to the third, the Red Devils on top of this one, 10-2.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.